Alright, I'm just gonna run through these really quick, as fast as I can. Steelers over the Browns, 17-13. Steelers' run game will shine. Pittsburgh mistakes and a few key defensive plays for Cleveland will keep it close, but Steelers' run game, while not sealing the game, will be the only reason they win Sunday night. Yeah, I don't think they play Sunday. But anyways, New Orleans and Atlanta. This game will be semi-close. It will seem close because Atlanta will be right behind them, 10-13 points, about half to 3/4 of the way. But they will ice the game on a long touchdown drive, either late in the third or fourth quarter. New Orleans wins 37-17 over Atlanta. Baltimore and Detroit. Lions will surprise Baltimore a couple times throwing the ball, and is why I'm giving Detroit 17 points. Baltimore winning 21-17. But Baltimore will struggle offensively. Defensively, they will be okay, just alright. Defense loses on last drive. No, they will lose on the last drive offensively. Green Bay over Chicago in a very close game, 24-23. I wanted to say upset, Chicago over Green Bay, but I looked at the stats and Chicago loses in every single category. Green Bay wins the game on a miracle drive on a late field goal. Seattle versus Houston. I also wanted to say Seattle upset in this game, but I don't trust the small momentum they have because they were both divisional wins. But Seattle will play good. Houston shines for the victory. Kind of a close game, but not really. Seattle gets a touchdown late in the game. Garbage points. It won't matter. In other words, they'll be winning 31-20, but they will get a touchdown later, making it 31-27 the final. Houston over Seattle. Denver and Indianapolis. First off, I'm going to say for this game, Denver is the most overrated team in football, in my opinion. I didn't even look at the stats for this game. Denver will have their asses handed to them. They will score first, however, on a field goal. But the rest of the way, it'll be Indy. Jacksonville versus Miami. This is definitely one of the toughest games to call this week. But after looking at stats and some analysis, I wanted to say Miami. But I found the Dolphins to be very streaky, and I'm going to say Jacksonville for this game. 27-24 in a close game. Buffalo at Kansas City. Buffalo is due for a big passing game. Only reason I don't give them 40 points plus is because they play away. But I say big day for offense, 4 touchdowns offensively. Kansas City shows no sign of hope defensively or offensively too much at all. Buffalo wins 34-14. Minnesota versus Cincinnati. I'm pretty sure a lot of people wanted to pick Cincinnati in this game for an upset. But just because they lost against the Cardinals, my team, doesn't mean that they're not a great team. Peterson looked pretty bad last week. 11 carries for 16 yards. I'm not really sure what the final stats were, but I'm pretty sure that was it. And one was for 11 yards. So you take that away, that's 10 rushes for 5 yards. Pretty bad. But he will improve here. Minnesota will win over Cincinnati 31-23. And Palmer will get a little shaken up, and might be the reason why Minnesota end up beating Cincinnati. New England versus Carolina. Brady throws for 3 touchdowns. Matt Moore throws first touchdown and only 1 touchdown in this game. New England wins 24-16, and they will look like the New England of old. Tennessee versus St. Louis. Tennessee will have a blowout. A huge win versus St. Louis. Steven Jackson will run for the only offensive touchdown for St. Louis in this game. Tennessee will win 45-10. The New York Jets versus Tampa Bay. Jets win, no doubt. Mark Sanchez. This is Mark Sanchez's breakout game. He will throw for 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. They will win 28-6. Washington versus Oakland. Biggest offensive game for Oakland this year, even though they just came off a great offensive game last week. But they will do even better this week. By the way, I hate the Redskins. Who doesn't? Washington loses against Oakland 24-14. Dallas versus San Diego Chargers. I'm not really excited about either of these teams. San Diego is a little overrated, and Dallas every year seems to be way overrated. But one thing is for sure, game of the week. Besides the Monday night football game, of course, Arizona and San Francisco, my team, Arizona. But I don't think that'll be such a great game. Anyways, the fact that this game is in Dallas makes it a perfect 50-50 chance for each team to win. So I will have to pick who I think might be better. San Diego wins a close one, 30-34. New York Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles. When I see this game, I see hard-fought battles all the way through. But who wins the war? I have to ask, who's more real than fake? Eagles prevail, close game all the way. Eagles win 23-20. And then, of course, my team and the game to watch for me will be Arizona Cardinals versus San Francisco 49ers. The only reason I don't put the Cards getting 40-plus points is because we're going to go up, about halfway. But second into third quarter, we're going to go up pretty big. And we're going to put Matt Leinart in for Kurt Warner. And this game is going to seem pretty boring. First off, it's a Monday night game. It's a televised game. A lot of people are watching it. And unfortunately, Arizona is going to go up pretty big, up to like second, third quarter. And then they're going to put Matt Leinart in, and he's not going to get too much. Probably get like a field goal. And I'm going to say Arizona wins 34-20. And that's it for me. Hopefully I get most of these right, if not all. And just let me know what you think. Good luck to your teams. Almost forgot to give you the score for the Denver versus Indianapolis game. Colts win 38-13.